Hello, future homeowners. Let's get ready for an exciting journey into the essential details that will supercharge your home buying adventure. Now, I've got a gem in my hands using the Real Info Report for detached homes in the picturesque Sandstone Valley. Trust me, this is a golden ticket to a savvy purchase. Now, let's get ready to dive in. And always remember, comment below if you need any more information. All right, now step one is to take a look at the benchmark price on an area. A benchmark price is an estimate of how much a certain type of home is worth on the MLS. It is calculated by the house price index, ongoing record that tracks aggregate sales of similar homes for any given area. Now, what this means is the same house that had the same features in October 2022 was selling for $556. Now that same house now, 1 year later, is selling for $632. Very similar characteristics of a house over 1 year. So basically what that is telling you, there's definitely been a price increase quite a bit, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down. Now let's compare the benchmark price of Sandstone compared to the rest of Calgary. Up here is the benchmark price over the last 9 years of Sandstone. Sandstone has gone up 25% over the last 9 years. Here is Calgary. That has gone up 30% last 9 years. As you can see here, because now Sandstone has become undervalued, the price increases is greater than the rest of the Calgary. What's happening is that people are looking for undervalued areas compared to the rest of the city of Calgary, and they will buy in that area. Next, now let's take a look at activity. What kind of activity at prices homes are sold every month. As you can see, out of 2,500 homes available in Sandstone, only 4 were listed and 2 sold in October 2023. That means it is very hard to get properties in here. Nobody wants to sell for several reasons. It's a good area, nice parks, nice amenities there. And for this price where it is, there's nowhere else to move that they can get the full amount of house that they can currently get in Sandstone. Therefore, if you're looking to buy a property in Sandstone, you'll definitely have to have everything ready. And when a house does come up for sale, you will have to think fast. Now, in conclusion, last item we're going to look at is the absorption rate. How quickly is a house selling once it's put on the market? This you're going to find very interesting. And always comment below if you need more information. Now, look at January. January is 89 days. It took the average days to sell in Sandstone. Then when you go all the way to October, it's in less than a month, 28 days. It's absorbing very quickly. Another interesting fact is that 50% of the homes are not getting sold. They are either they get expired or they get terminated. There's many reasons for that. And one reason that does stick out is for the price. Again, it goes back to the price. The price people want in Sandstone is that they usually have to buy another neighborhood, and they just cannot get the same value that they're currently getting in Sandstone. From there, most likely what's going to happen in 2024 is that there is going to be price increases in Sandstone. All right, next let's take a look at the report the city of Calgary has put out for Sandstone Valley. Now, comment below if you want me to send you this report. Basically, what it does is does a statistics on the people living in Sandstone Valley. So as you can see here, there's 95 people that live in Sandstone. The total population of Calgary is 1.291 million people. Everything in gray is Calgary. Everything in red is Sandstone Valley. Now quickly, there's a summarize here. What it's saying is that it has a higher percentage of older people over 65 versus Calgary, almost double. And it has a lot less younger kids in Sandstone than the average in Calgary. The other thing is the percentage immigrants. Immigrants are a lot higher in Sandstone than versus the rest of Calgary. One other thing is income level is higher than the rest of Calgary. All right, next, the report shows you languages spoken in the households in Sandstone. One thing that stands out here, now quickly, there's a summarize here. What it's saying is that Calgary is 1.291 million people. It has a higher percentage of people, older people over 65 versus Calgary, almost double. And it has a lot less younger kids in Sandstone than the average in Calgary. The other thing is the percentage immigrants. Immigrants are a lot higher in Sandstone than versus the rest of Calgary. One other thing is income level is higher than the rest of Calgary. All right, next, the report shows you languages spoken in the households in Sandstone. One thing that stands out here is that there's a large population in Sandstone that does not speak English or French compared to the rest of Calgary. Let's take a look at what languages they do speak. It's what stands out, it's Cantonese. After that's Mandarin. So really, this is a large Chinese population in Sandstone. Now, this report even dives deeply into the year the people immigrated to Calgary and they lived in Sandstone. What stands out is most of the immigrants that came to Sandstone came in the 80s and the 90s, even 2000s. After that, they started going less and less in there, but you can see the majority of immigrants far exceeded other areas of Calgary in early 80s, 90s, 2000s there. Meaning there's a lot older people living in Sandstone that are from other countries and that immigrated to Calgary at least 30, 40 years ago. Now, even more information here. What it's telling you is where the immigrants came from. Pretty evident that there's a large population of Chinese people here because you can see the percentage of immigrants, 30% are from China, whereas the normal rest of Calgary's 8% are from China. So large influence Chinese community in Sandstone Valley. Next, we can take a quick look at household income in Sandstone Valley. It is greater than the household average in the rest of Calgary. Red is Sandstone, 101 versus Calgary, 98,000. What's interesting is the per person, Calgary is greater, basically meaning that there's probably more people that working in the household. In Calgary, it seems like it's 2 people per household that's generating this income, whereas in Sandstone, it looks like 2 or more people are generating the $101,000. What's interesting is Sandstone has a larger number of people making between $150,000 to $200,000 than the rest of Calgary. Sandstone is a fairly affluent city or a neighborhood that does have high household income.